What up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of the H-Town Rundown. This is your host, AD, with my co-host in the building, Mike G and C. Roy. What up, fellas? How y'all doing today?
Good. How's it going?
What's up, baby? Doing great,
Hey.
man.
So y'all know what time it is. It's game day. It's game time. The Houston Texans it has finally arrived. The Houston Texans play their first their first game of the season against the Baltimore Ravens week 1. And we got to talk about it. Let's talk about the happenings around the NFL and what the Texans got going on week 1, injuries, predictions. We got it all for y'all on this episode, man. So let's get into it. Y'all wanna start talk about around the NFL? What happened on Thursday night football with the Kansas City Chiefs taking the L against the Detroit Lions? He took a L against the biting kneecaps, the Detroit biting kneecaps.
That's right.
That's it. Yeah, I think that was a big game for a lot of people. I think it set the NFL. And first of all, how y'all doing, fellas?
Good.
Yeah, I think it set the NFL off right. Put it right into motion. It's letting everybody know that this is a pretty equal playing field these days. If you don't count the false starts and the quick false starts that they're letting the tackles get away with. But other than that, I think everybody's going to be pretty much on a playing field where everybody's pretty good. So for the Lions to come out and beat the defending champs, I think that's good for the NFL.
Yeah.
I like the Chiefs' creativity, though, when they lined up Jawan Taylor at running back.
Yes. Yes.
Like, that's some forward-level thinking right there from Andy Reid.
So was that wide slot, right?
Hey, they were well. Hey, I got to give the Chiefs credit. They were prepared even without Kelsey and without Chris Jones. They came prepared, and the defense played well, better than what I expected them to play.
Mm-hmm.
With Bolton, Nick Bolton is a fool, man. So
yeah,
I was really surprised by him. Justin Reed had a decent game.
Yeah.
If y'all want to call it a decent game, but
we don't like to give him credit, but you're not wrong.
Hey, so just a lot of things that that happened in that game. I think the Detroit Lions defense was a surprise. Aiden Hutchinson is proven to be that guy.
Aren't you glad that Jacksonville? Aren't you guys glad Jacksonville did not pick him up?
We are praising the Lord that Jacksonville was too stupid to make the right decision.
Thank you, Jacksonville, for dropping the bag just like Kadarius Toney.
It was
Speaking of dropping the bag like Adonis Terry, has he caught a pass yet this year? Has he caught one pass? He cost them guys 7 points.
Yeah.
No, at least.
Yeah, I got to think about it too, man. That somebody, I don't know if it was a parody account or whatever, they were saying that he had more drops in that game than Larry Fitzgerald had in his whole career.
Wow. Yeah, it was a parody account. But he had the worst, it's PFF, but the worst wide receiver grade in 5 years for any game.
Wow. So
somebody said, how could someone have been worse? Did they just shoot Mahomes? Like, how do you have that bad of a game as an NFL wide receiver?
But karma's coming back, man. You know what they say? He shouldn't have been talking shit. He talked shit the whole offseason. And now it's coming to bite him in the ass, man. It's something about them Giants receivers, man. I don't give a damn what it is. Whoever they get, you can have the best talent in the world. Once you become a New York Giant and play receiver, it's just downhill after that. I look at them all.
He's a speedster. He's got feet for hands, man. I mean, he
ain't even got feet, Chris. I don't know what the hell he got.
Balls or something. Slightly off topic, but I have to bring it up since y'all brought up former Giants receivers that are now with the Chiefs. And this has always been the case with me. Anytime I hear Richie James Jr.'s name, I think back to that Chappelle. I'm Rick James, bitch.
Rick James.
Every time.
Yeah, that was and the sad part was it seemed like Mahomes did everything he could to keep his team in that game.
He did.
He was scrambling for first downs. He was he was hooking up with different receivers, and they just weren't good enough to make the plays.
Yeah.
He even, I mean, I know he missed Kelsey, but the tight ends did a pretty good job in replacement. He just, when he needed somebody to go to, he just didn't have a quality guy to go to, and kind of hurt my feelings because I'm a Patrick Mahomes fan.
It, when to bring it back to the Texans, there was some Texan fans that was like, "Oh, you mean to tell me if you don't have the receivers and the weapons and the line that you can't succeed and win games?" Do y'all understand that they had a chance to win the game
Right,
still with all of
right,
that was going on? They
right.
only lost by 1 point.
1 point.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't like he fucked it up. They had chances to win and capitalize. It was plenty of times they could have scored touchdowns that they didn't score. They went to
Right,
red zone quite a bit the whole game.
right.
So it's not like they weren't moving the ball or getting down the field, even with those weapons. Even saw Clyde, it was Hilaire sighting, which I thought, well, I forgot he was even on the team. I thought he was cut.
Yeah, he
I,
started the game.
Yeah, he
was like,
did.
really? Okay, so we got a Clyde Edwards Hilaire sighting. Blake Bell, from I
Blake
think he's a
Bell, that's
former
right.
Sooner, former Oklahoma Sooner tight end. Blake Bell. Correct me if I'm wrong down in the chat, man.
Yeah, he had a
Um,
touchdown, 9-yard catch, I think.
yeah, I mean it was just the random players. I mean, Valdez Scanlon is still there. I'm surprised he
Right.
didn't get more targets.
Oh,
Because he had
Rasheed
a big
Rice
play.
stepped up, the rookie at
Yeah,
SMU.
yeah, but he disappeared in the second half.
He did.
So, but then maybe that's just rookie
Mm-hmm.
issues or
But
whatever. But
if even though they lost that game last night, you got to think they're not going to lose too many more this year. I
No.
mean, they was down Chris Jones, they was down Kelsey.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Um, the offensive line, the two, and I said this a couple weeks before the season started yesterday, that their Achilles heel on that Kansas City team is going to be that their two bookend tackles,
mhm.
Jawan Taylor and I always forget the other guy's name,
Donovan Smith.
Yeah,
Donovan Smith. Yeah, I think those guys are going to be the weak links. Every team has a weak link, and if you pull hard enough, you'll find out what it is. And I think it's going to be those ends. Can he get the ball out quick enough? Can they hold up blocks quick enough to defend him? But once they get Kelsey and Chris Jones back, don't look for the Chiefs to lose too many more games, man.
Yeah, well, Chiefs at full strength, and I think especially even in that division, you know, with the lack of talent at the Raiders,
Right.
um, the lack of talent. I mean, the Broncos are a question mark in that division.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We don't know if they're going to bounce back. I mean, the shenanigans that Sean Payton is coming with, I'm like, thank God we didn't trade no picks for Sean Payton because he coming in. He told Russell Wilson stop kissing babies and play
Play
football.
football.
You gonna tell that man stop kissing his own baby that he about to
Yeah.
have?
Stop politicking, man. We don't need you to politic.
So, I'm glad. I mean, Denver is a big question mark. I don't know. And then I think they lose. One was it KJ Hamler or one of their receivers? No, uh,
Jared Judy.
Judy. Yeah,
Well,
Judy
no,
is hurt.
Judy's questionable for week one. It's Tim Patrick who's lost for the year.
There you go.
AJ Hamler's always hurt, so
Yeah. So they down weapons again for Russell Wilson. So let's see what they do. And so then you got the Chargers. The Chargers are always unknown.
mm-hmm.
They don't never know what they're gonna be. Herbert can light it up and then stink it up in the same game. We saw that in the playoffs last year against Jacksonville. Go crazy in the first half and look like ass in the second half. So that division is still the Chiefs to lose. So I don't
Yeah.
see them slowing down anytime soon in that division.
Yeah, and the Chargers didn't improve their run D or their run offense enough to have a chance to really dethrone the Chiefs if they stay healthy. So it's definitely KC's division to lose.
Yeah. So y'all want to go ahead and just go down the slate of games, and we'll give the prediction for each one,
Yes,
and
sir.
we'll go ahead and start San Francisco and Pittsburgh. Who y'all got?
San Fran and Pittsburgh. Go
Pittsburgh
ahead.
at home. Pittsburgh is at
Mm-hmm.
home. I got San Fran. San Fran coming out. Brock Purdy. They're gonna try to prove a point. Their defense. It's gonna be a defensive game. I think San Fran wins in a close, like 13-10 type game.
Yes, maybe 17-13 type of thing. I mean, you got to flex when you're right. I did pick the Lions to beat the Chiefs, so I'll put that out there. Put
Good
that out
stuff,
on
baby.
Twitter. I do have the Niners winning. It's going to be close, though. The only thing, I mean, obviously Mike Tomlin, really can't bet against him, but it's a road trip and it's West Coast, East Coast, 1 p.m. That's always a thing with these West Coast teams, so
Yeah.
watch out for that.
On top of that, is Bosa playing this week?
Yeah, he playing. He signed that
He did,
contract.
he did sign his contract.
Yeah, he better
Man,
be
I'm,
playing.
Yeah, making that
Hey,
I'm
he
gonna
much.
go.
signed. He signed. He was so cold with it. He signed it with the feather in the ink.
Oh, with the fella, he dipped
With
his
the
feather
red
in ink.
feather.
Oh my
He did
goodness.
with the red
Oh,
feather.
like
I
he was
told
signing the
him,
Constitution, huh?
like, boy,
God damn.
yeah,
Well,
that's
yeah,
right up
well, I
his
gotta
alley.
go. I gotta go with the 49ers then
Mega Bosa signing that Constitution.
for the pursuit of life and happiness. I'm going with the 49ers. We the
making
people.
making making the 49ers great again.
Yeah, we the people, man. We the people. We're going with the 49ers.
All right, we got Arizona, Washington. I don't even think there need to be a conversation.
Washington.
Washington all
Yeah.
day.
Yeah.
Atlanta, Carolina, division game.
Uh, I
Bryce
got
Young versus Bijan Robinson.
Bijan's the quarterback now.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
might as
but,
well be. That's all they're gonna be doing is running that ball anyway.
Well,
that's a
they
good one.
got their boy Black Davis Mills, aka Desmond Ritter, under center.
The light skinned Davis Mills. Oh, really?
I,
Hey,
I've got Carolina covering the 3.5 spread, but Atlanta pulling off the dub. Just obviously the run game with Bijan and their O line run blocking. Honestly, I think was the best in the league last year. I don't see that changing now that they significantly upgraded a running back. And also Carolina's not at full strength at wide receiver. It's a pretty barren wide receiver group to begin with, and DJ Shark was just ruled out earlier today. Adam Thielen's still questionable, so got to roll with the Falcons.
Yeah, that and the lack of offensive line for Carolina. I think in the preseason they was getting shellacked.
A little
I think,
bit, yeah.
yeah, I remember my guy Bryce Young was having to run for his life back there. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I'm gonna go with Atlanta. I think Atlanta secretly is kind of a good team. They have weapons. I wouldn't say they're great because the quarterback you just don't know about him, but they sure have developed and added a lot of weapons to their team, offensively and defensively. I mean,
Yeah.
they picked up Calais Campbell. They picked up a couple defensive backs.
Mm-hmm.
They picked up nice linebackers. And, with Drake and the running back from UT, they're stacked. I heard on the roster, what was the name that they labeled for Cordell Patterson?
A joker.
A joker. He is the joker position.
That's
So
the
that means
dumbest shit I done heard in I don't know
that
how long. Like, yeah, that's worse than goddamn Slash. What the
the
hell?
joker spot, baby. He is officially the joker spot. I don't know how that sits well with him, but maybe he embraces it. He plays everywhere from running back to wide receiver. If the running backs ain't doing good, he'll jump back there. And if they need a wide receiver and a kickoff return guy, he's there.
Man,
So
they
yeah, I
got
got
5
Atlanta.
running backs. You got
I've got
Atlanta.
Atlanta by 10, man.
Oh,
I got
wow.
it. Yeah, I got Atlanta. I got Atlanta beating them, pretty easily. I think maybe a touchdown. I don't think by 10, but maybe a
3.
touchdown. The next
Division
game,
game.
yeah, it's a division game. Next game is Tennessee and New Orleans. Ooh.
New Orleans.
I
New Orleans all day.
got New Orleans too. They at home in the Superdome. You know that right there is a challenge. Mike, who you got?
Yeah, so I don't think this game's going to be that close. Like, you've seen, especially after the D-Hop signing, like, oh, the Titans are contenders. No, they're not. No, they're not. Like, we've seen this movie before with a team that completely resets its O-line and has zero continuity.
Right.
We saw last year with the Bengals early on in the season when they actually had good, proven O-linemen who all came in through free agency, and they sucked for the first 6 weeks, and they were actually good. The Titans O-line is not proven at all. I know Skoronski's probably going to be good, but like, there's no continuity. They're going to suck for a good portion of the season. Maybe they can run block, but they're not going to be able to pass protect. It's going to be I can see New Orleans winning by 2 scores easily.
Look, it don't help that Ryan Tannehill was fumbling the ball from a tackling dummy. like in practice. So,
Doing push-ups.
Yeah, like it. Tennessee, man, y'all down bad, man. New Orleans all day. Next game, Minnesota, Tampa Bay. I think this is an easy win. Minnesota, Tampa Bay is tanking for Caleb. Mike Evans is on the bubble, trying to get traded or possibly getting traded. They got a lot of drama going on over there. A lot of players. Devin White, I think he requested a trade, and he was seeking to be moved. So it's a lot going on in Tampa Bay. I just think, Minnesota got that game easily. Plus, Minnesota's at home.
Isn't Minnesota missing some players? I thought they was missing. Well, I could be mistaken.
I mean, they let Dalvin Cook walk. They let him go.
Yeah, did they replace him?
They got Alexander Madison, so not really, but he's fine.
He played a lot when Dalvin Cook was hurt anyway. So.
Right.
Well, the Baker Mayfield have a good game every now and then, and he'll pop up with a good game out of his first game, and could surprise some people to where he's like, "Yeah, man, I told y'all I was worth it," and then fold the rest of the year. Not sure if this is going to happen here. Tampa Bay is not a bad team if you look up their roster. They've got some deep. Their O line is pretty shitty, but they got weapons. They got a decent run game. They got nice receivers. The defense has always been pretty decent. But they get beat. Minnesota beats them pretty good.
Yeah, the only question for me is if the Vikings pull what they did last year and try to pull it out the last second.
Right.
So the only thing is the spread with them, but yeah, the Vikings are going to win this game.
How many comebacks did they have last year? Was it like
No, I think 11 of their 13 wins were by 1 score. They were outscored by their opponents, and they were 13-4.
Wow.
Next game is Indianapolis Colts and Jacksonville Jaguars. Anybody get their ass handed to them? I mean,
is there any way they both can lose?
Right. Can they tie? The Colts are good for tying on week 1.
Mm-hmm.
Let them tie, but I mean, the Colts' big offseason news was they signed a long snapper to a new 4-year contract, highest paid long snapper. So I mean that tells you all you need to know. That he even made headlines that they gave a long snapper the biggest contract in long snapper history. That come on, Colts, you got a rapping quarterback and the highest paid long snapper. They're like
Jonathan Taylor, a long snapper. Jonathan Taylor, a long snapper. Let's pay the long snapper. That's what we'll do.
Oh man, come on, man. What was that segment on ESPN? Come on, man.
Come on, man. I forgot to add one. Hold on. Willie the Whale. Can we get Willie the Whale on the other side of the country? Free Willie. They who has whose number in that? Don't they have is it the Jags has the Colts number?
Yeah, the Jags. Go ahead, Mike.
Well, if it's in Indy, then no,
Okay.
because I think 9 of the last 10 meetings in Indy, the
They
Jags.
won.
It's gone to the Colts.
The Colts have won.
But
Yeah,
in
it's
Jacksonville,
Right, but this is in Indy,
this is
it's
so
in
an
Indy.
Indy.
Okay.
I mean,
I,
it's a division game. If the Colts
mhm.
win, I'm gonna be talking shit because Jacksonville, y'all supposed to be the leaders, man.
If
Y'all
the
come a
Colts
little ahead.
win, Jacksonville just can't win in Indy.
They
Yeah.
can't. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
How do you see them winning? Let's talk about this one. This is a division game. Because I ain't gonna lie, I'm more scared of Jacksonville than I am Indy within the division. And so I would love for them to lose one early.
Mhm. I got
Yeah.
the Jags 24-20. The Colts
Mm,
cover, and it's just division game in Indy. That's the main
okay.
counterpoint to it.
I mean, the Colts ain't got but 4 receivers on the whole team, so I'm like, I don't know what they
Y'all
ain't about to
watch
throw
that?
the ball.
Y'all watch that Josh Downs kid, man. He's pretty shifty. I
Yeah,
like
the
Josh
question
Downs.
is, does Anthony Richardson kill him on a 5-yard out route? Like, because he's going to throw a missile, and
Yeah.
Downs is kind of small. So.
He gonna put a hole in his chest. Hey,
Yeah,
so
he's got to get it figured out. But game one, yeah, I guess you do go with Trevor Lawrence.
So another big game that I think most Texan fans are going to be watching or paying attention to is the Cincinnati versus Cleveland Browns. Cincinnati Bengals versus Cleveland Browns. Joe
Mhm.
Burrow is back. Um,
Yes.
and Cleveland is what Jamar Chase said. So, will the Cleveland Browns take the L? And I think Cleveland is at home. Yes, they're at home in this game. I think Cleveland takes will they take a L week one? And I don't know. Cincinnati may be on the vengeance trying to get that dub, so we'll see. What are y'all thoughts on that game?
The closer I get to you, the closer I get to you, man, is a song from AD to T. Higgins. I'd like to dedicate this song. T. Higgins, don't worry, brother, because they're paying everybody but you. They have just paid Joe Burrow $55 million a year. And guess what, brother? They not paying you, man.
they
That
told T. Higgins, they say it's not us, it's you.
is you, baby. Just give us, just look. We're gonna put you on this franchise tag, and you can just hang around us rich dudes. They're gonna pay Chase, Jamar Chase, or whatever his name is. And guess what, T. Higgins? We got a spot for you here in Houston, man. If you want it, you can be a number one receiver right here.
So he going
So
out to prove he a number one this year. So we gonna see.
yep, yep. My thing is with Joe Burrow. All jokes aside, he's coming back from a calf strain. It looked pretty bad when he strained it. We remember KD strained his calf in a game and playing basketball. Came
It was
out, thought he was
Achilles.
fine, and it turned into an Achilles injury. I don't wish any injuries on the guy, but that is a tough injury to try to come back from. And all it takes is one little tweak, and that calf is just going to, it could just rip again. So we're going to see what he's made out of. We're going to see how much tape they're going to use around that calf. And can he hold up for a whole game with them big old dudes coming at him from Cleveland, bro?
Hey Chris, all we got to do to add to the Joe Burrow legend is that he played the whole season, hide it, and played the whole season with a torn Achilles and on one leg, and,
Then they
and
gonna
they go
really
to the
call him Joe
playoffs.
Shiesty, man. Yeah, that's
So,
a cool dude, man.
do y'all got Cincinnati winning or Cleveland winning?
Who dey?
Okay,
I got about
Cincinnati.
a touchdown.
Chris, who you got?
I'm gonna hate myself for this. I said that again. I'm going to hate myself for this. I need them to lose, but I got Cleveland winning this game. Think
Ah,
I hate that I said that.
Mm.
yeah.
I've got Cleveland winning this game, fellas. I mean, they have the running game, probably the best running back in the league. That defensive line is fucking amazing.
Right, but is Deshaun, has he shaken off the rust yet?
We're gonna see. Uh, I mean that calf injury for Joe Burrow, does that even things out for us him and Deshaun? I don't know.
I mean, I think they're gonna have a heavy dose of Joe Mixon too, and I
Yeah,
think
right.
that Cleveland's run defense is still suspect. You
I
know,
don't know, man. They added a lot of pieces. Tell us who
not.
they added, Mike.
I mean, they added Perry on Winfrey, and he's off the team now. So I
No,
mean,
no, no. They added somebody else. They added some more guys in the
a
middle.
defensive tackle.
Yeah. I don't.
I
I
think
can't
they.
remember.
Wait,
Yeah, I don't know.
Who was it? Darius Smith at the edge?
I mean,
Yeah, they
they
added
they
edges.
drafted Ika in the third round,
Yeah,
They
but
got Big
he got
Ike
him.
from.
and
Yeah,
Dalvin Tomlinson from Minnesota. But
That's what I was
yeah.
thinking of. Dalvin Tomlinson.
I mean, well, it's gonna be a good competitive. I think it's gonna be, to be honest, I think it's gonna be the best game of the
The
week
weekend.
compared to the Cincinnati and Kansas City and Detroit game. I think it's either gonna be they're gonna be 1-2. Those two games gonna be 1-2 of the week. Let's kind of rapid fire
Speed it
through
up.
these
Yeah, yeah,
last
yeah.
few. Las Vegas versus Denver. Ooh, uh,
That's a battle of the mids, huh?
yeah, like that's hard
want to
to
be
decide.
mids.
Well, yeah.
I mean, Vegas, man, Vegas got too much drama going on. I think Denver pulls this out. Um, what y'all
It's one of
got?
my upset picks. I got the Raiders actually.
Yeah, I got the Raiders too. I don't trust Russell Wilson at all. At all. I don't even
Um,
think his teammates trust him.
look, his baby mama don't even trust him. On, let's go. Let's move
She
on.
trusts him. She gonna take him all the way to politics. He's gonna be a
Hey,
political guy.
hey, next game is Green Bay Chicago. I think another great game. I think Green Bay wins that easy. Um,
Easy.
Nope.
easy. I think it's easy. I
Jordan
think it's
Love.
Jordan Love comes out and he's gonna light the world on fire. The next Aaron Rodgers, the black Aaron Rodgers.
Wow, that's a tough one for me. Go
Honestly,
ahead.
I hope he does because I got a good bit of Jordan Love in best ball. I got Chicago in this game. Christian Watson's out,
Yes.
and Romeo Dobbs has been missing practice.
Yes.
I don't know what receivers they're going to have out there. I
Big
think
They
this is
fun.
finds a way.
Chicago's turn. It's going to be a close game, though.
Well, you know what they're gonna have to do, AD. They're gonna have to go to 12 personnel. They're gonna have to go to 12. They're gonna have to go either that or they can go to 21 personnel, 11 personnel, maybe even 13 personnel.
Oh man! All right,
But
let's move on, man. All right, we got Philly and New England. Philly all day.
Yeah.
yeah,
It's not even a question. Miami and the Chargers. Ooh, yeah.
Miami. I got Miami. Go. By the way, go to hell, Bill O'Brien. Yeah, I got Miami.
I got Miami too, Mike. Who you got?
I picked Miami, I guess, yesterday, so I'm going to stand by that pick. But Ron Armstead's ruled out, so I'm like, not the most confident in that upset pick. But it should be a really good game. Like that's going to be one of the top 2 or 3 games of the week.
I agree. Next game is the Rams versus Seattle. Rams are tanking for Caleb. I don't care what nobody say. They no Cooper Cup, no points for the Rams.
No
The
stuff.
Rams are down bad. I mean, I don't know what's going on. They are literally a clusterfuck right now. I don't know what's going on.
How fast do you think Aaron Donald asked to get out of there?
Aaron Donald gonna retire. He was almost on the verge of retiring. He gonna retire before he get out of there.
You don't
He
think
gonna
he
get
asked to go somewhere else?
Nah, he gonna get his. Ain't nobody gonna pay him that money. I mean, he's a great player, but they ain't gonna pay that $30-some million to keep him on their roster. And the Rams ain't gonna pay a bulk of it to trade him. So he gonna end up I think this will be one of his. If this ain't his last year, it'll be next to his last year. He just gonna retire. Moving on. Sunday Night Football: Dallas and New York. The Giants. Let me
Who
clarify.
cares? Who cares?
Nobody cares. But
Hey, hang on, Bishop is watching closely for this
Oh
pick.
yeah,
shout out to Bishop.
shout out to Dallas.
Hey, but I think, honestly, I think the Giants pull the upset on this one. Dak Prescott is in his feelings and looking over his shoulder at Trey Lance, and Jerry Jones is being Jerry Jones. So Tony Pollard is coming off of a major injury. They really don't have nothing behind Tony Pollard. Um, so I think it'll be a competitive game, but I think the Giants pull it out.
Giants or Cowboys?
Oh, the Giants. The Giants.
Oh, I don't know.
I got Dallas.
Yeah, I think I got Dallas too.
I could see Dallas winning comfortably here. I think the Giants are going to be exposed as frauds who benefited from a very soft schedule last year and now have one of the toughest schedules this year. I think Brian Daboll is a great coach, but that roster is not anywhere near
Y'all
as
don't believe in KT? Y'all
KT's
don't
played
believe.
pretty good, man.
Y'all don't believe in
hashtag
every man.
anybody but KT.
Anybody but KT. He's played pretty
Hey,
good, haven't he? He's surprised.
Block Warrior, similar to our boy.
Not
And then we
exactly
got
Hillside.
we got the Monday Night Football game, the Buffalo Bills, New York Jets. That is going to be a very, very interesting game. The New York Jets are fully loaded, all the way around with Aaron Rodgers on offense and Garrett Wilson and Brees Hall coming back, and they got a stable of running backs, and the defense is loaded. I mean, and Buffalo is Buffalo. Do the Jets take the leap and try to take over that division starting week one, or do the Buffalo Bills hold steady and keep the tide running in the AFC East?
This might be a lazy narrative take that I haven't seen yet, but I'm sure is going to be popping up over the next couple of days with it being 9/11 in New York. But I think Aaron Rodgers leads the Jets to a hard fought win. I do. I don't think the Jets win the division, but I do think they win that game.
Ooh, speaking of 9/11, I think it's an inside job.
Oh my God.
I think I think Aaron Rodgers is at the age now where he's really ready to retire, and he's just on, like, what do you call them, the retirement tours. And unfortunately, in football, when you play that game, it's not basketball. You get hurt. And I remember him running for his life in the preseason, trying to get away from that sorry offensive line. And if he does that right now in the regular season against this Buffalo team, um, there's that word Achilles. I can see that Achilles just not hanging on very strong. So I don't know why that keeps popping up in my vision, but I just hope it's not our quarterbacks. I hope it's other people's quarterbacks. But I do see that popping up. Somebody, I don't think Aaron lasts the whole season. I just hope it's not this first week. So I've got, if he's healthy, I've got the Jets winning. I've got him throwing some nice little darts. The Bills are lacking in their linebacker core, so maybe he picks them apart and takes advantage of that.
Look, I got the Jets winning this game, and Stephon Diggs requesting a trade after the game. So, now we
That's
move
about
on.
that.
Yeah, we move on now to the what the main topic we want to talk about is the Houston Texans versus the Baltimore Ravens, 12 o'clock on Sunday Central Time, 1 o'clock Eastern. Again,
What's my theme music? What's my theme music?
what's your theme music? All right, let's see which one. Which
We
one?
not coming. We are here.
We are here. Nah, I ain't got the theme music, but
Okay, well, don't worry. We
yeah.
good.
Nah, but I think it's gonna be a good game. Let's go to the injury list. John Mechie is out. Blake Cashman is out, and Jimmy Ward is out for this game. So that is going to be a lot going on in the secondary. Jimmy Ward was a big piece. I'm gonna be the contrarian and say I don't think it's that big of a drop off. when we have how these other players come in and spot field. I've always said the Eric Murrays and MJ Stewarts of the world will get you through 2 or 3 games, and they about to prove that point this Sunday. Gotta stay positive, fellas. Let's. What are y'all thoughts about the injuries? And of course, we got Titus Howard, who's put on IR. Juice Scruggs, who's on IR. Kenyon Green is out for the season on IR. We lost 3 starting offensive linemen. Um, who else? Cameron Johnston, Bill Burr is out on IR. So I think his name is Ty Zentler is the punter that's coming in for Cameron Johnston. So I mean, we got a lot of moving parts. We got starting, I think Josh Jones starting at left guard. We got George Fant starting at right tackle, and we got probably Jared Patterson or Michael Dieter starting at center, depending on however they want to roll it out, starting on Sunday. So I mean, it's a makeshift offensive line, a better makeshift offensive line than in the past, but it's a lot going on with the Houston Texans injury wise going into the season. We got lucky last year, missing the injury bug, and it's coming to bite us in the ass this year already. Y'all got any comments on that? Are we?
That sounds like all of the reasons why I'm not that optimistic about this game. I am optimistic about the season, but not this game. Like it feels like the Texans fan base collectively is setting itself up to be very disappointed with a 27-13 type of outcome. I hope I'm wrong. I really hope I'm wrong. And y'all come in there on the space during the game. Michael, so you were dead wrong. I hope I am, but I do not see it with this game. Just honestly, the O-line continuity and the downgrades alone, not to mention the wide receivers not being really proven at all. And not having Bill Burr out there, man, that's rough. Bill Burr's a legend.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
You got anything, Chris?
Yeah, he's definitely a legend. Um, did Bill Burr also hold for the field goals? Was he the field goal holder for Fairbairn? I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, it's a tall task, right? It's something that's it's something that's almost it seems impossible to conquer. But I think that's a mountain that D'Amico Ryan is willing to climb. And I think the guys that's on that team that's traveling to Baltimore is willing to do whatever it takes to win this game. The character that C.J. Stroud was born with and that he was raised with and that he grew up with and that he took to Ohio State and overcame becoming the starter over there is the same character that I think overlooks any deficiencies that we might have. I don't think he looks at us as we're the underdogs. I think in his mind he thinks we can whoop anybody's ass. You know, all praise be to God, Lord Jesus, our Savior. You know, no doubt. But I think he has that swag and he has that feeling. I think Damon Pierce carries that same sentiment. I think Larry Tunsil is the same type of dude. I think Shaq Mason is the same type of dude, a dog, right? Right? You know for sure, goddamn well for sure, Lord, forgive me my language. You know Jalen Petrie is that dude.
Dog.
You know Derek Stingley is coming out there to be that dog. Right? You know these guys. You know Tank Dell when he straps up them cleats. He's a what?
Dog.
Right? So you got guys like Nico who's growing into his
puppy.
Yeah, tell him get your ass back on the porch. He's growing into his doggyhood. His doggy dog world. It's a doggy dog world, you know. That's funny. He said puppy. Oh shit! And then we got we've got guys like Eric Murray. You know,
I don't even know how to respond to that.
meow, cat,
Kitten, yeah.
cat,
You
cat,
called him a
meow.
cat.
Oh, but no, I
Called him
think
a hamster.
a
My
hamster,
cat.
some tough hamsters out there, man. But watch it.
Hey,
Oh,
Jeremy. Um, who was
but
Dalton Schultz?
anyway, y'all threw me off of my dog and dog world shit now. Fucking with Nico Collins, man. Well, we got enough dogs to carry us to victory, man. I I think you're going in there as a unit together. You got each other to lean on, man, and that's all we got, right? That's all we got. Yeah, the chip stacked against us with those injuries. I'm glad those injuries happened early in the year, not later in the year. Like that Cook says, we're here for a good time, not a long
A
time.
long time. Mm-hmm.
You know, so let's put all our chips in the middle right now, week one. Let's go out here, give my best shot, and I think we challenge these guys. Um, we got grown men out there, man. We Nico Collins might be a little puppy, but you've got Malik Collins, you've got Sheldon Rankins, Hashawn Ridgeway, you've got Jerry Hughes, who's not going to back down for nobody. I think Grenard this is his opportunity. Y'all want to talk about Will Anderson? This is Grenard's opportunity to get sacks on one of the best quarterbacks in the league and get his name put out there. He's gonna
All I
push
hear is that
him.
all I do is hear that Eminem theme song playing. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah,
Lose
it's
yourself theme
your
song.
opportunity. You only got one shot, man, and this is it. MetLife Stadium, Cash App Stadium. We're not worried about you. You know,
What is it? What is their stadium name? MT Bank, I
You
think
should
it's.
have had the Eminem song in the background when he's saying
Oh,
that.
yeah,
Lose yourself.
yeah, move
One
yourself, man.
shot, one
Mom
opportunity.
spaghetti, you know.
yeah.
We not worried about what nobody has to say about who we used to be, who they think we are. We know who we are. We know that Bobby Slowick has implemented the offense. We haven't showed half of the shit that he can put. He's gonna show us on Sunday. They haven't even showed anybody CJ Stroud throwing the Tank Dell. When they run a lot of zone defense over there in Baltimore, and when Tank Dell hits one of them seams on that zone, and he catches it and he splits that safety in that corner, he's gone. That crowd is gonna be gasping for air out there. And when we goddamn when fucking excuse my language, when Lamar Jackson backs up and throws that little bullshit sidearm pass that he tries to throw, and they don't have the timing down because they haven't practiced their timing. They got new receivers, a new offensive coordinator running new plays. He's gonna be sitting there. They said he's calling the plays, so it's all on his shoulders. If it starts falling apart, they're gonna resort back to him running the ball. And I can imagine a couple of missed throws, missed timings, and some tip passes, just like we saw at KC.
Hey,
I can see it. I can see it happening. I can see some tip passes coming to us. We catch them, take them back to the house, 6-0. I can see us coming back out there, scrapping, fighting, put up another 7. I can see Nico Collins, the young puppy, running a stop and go route and getting Rocky Sin to bite and sending him up the sideline, and CJ just launching that long, beautiful bomb that just floats in the breadbasket. Touchdown, Nico Collins. Touchdown, Noah Brown. You know, I can see that happen. I can see our run game picking up on some zone blocking and the right cutback, and one of them guys a little bit overzealous and overrun their hole. Bam, 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 30, 40-yard run. What's going on? You know, so
what
I
you
got
got
I
with?
got I got the Texans winning. I got the Texans winning something like 2022. I'm gonna call it 24-17. 24-17.
What you got,
Right.
Mike?
Yeah, I got 27-13 Ravens. I will say,
God
since you
damn it.
brought up the blocking, for Devin Singletary to hit his protected goal from our co-host. He needs 70 yards in this game, 70 rushing yards
to be on point.
That's right.
In the words of Liam Nelson, good luck.
Good luck with that.
Hey, look, I'm gonna play. This the theme music for the day, for the game on Sunday, because if ain't nobody else down for my boys, I'm gonna be down for my niggas.
Yeah, man.
Let me tell y'all this, man.
Yeah.
Texas about to come in that stadium, the Cash App Stadium, MT Bank, whatever they want to call it. They about to come in there and they about to shock the world. Craig, they about to shock the world, Craig. They about to come in there and they about to handle Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson gonna be running for his life. And he's gonna do what he always want to do, is run that damn ball. All that new offense, we about to throw it, all this out the window. Texans about to take over. It's gonna be raining. Ain't none of that's happening in Baltimore. The Texans about to have big fun in Baltimore. They going down there. Will Anderson gonna get about 2 sacks. He gonna score up. Look, Damian Pierce gonna have over 100 yards rushing. We're gonna have Tank Dell return the punt for a touchdown.
Yeah.
I mean, it's about to go crazy. The Houston Texans are gonna come in there. CJ Stroud gonna throw about 270, close to 300 yards passing, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. Everybody talking about he gonna throw interception. Fuck all that. He ain't throwing no interception. He coming in there out the game clean, about to show why he should have been the number 1 pick, why he the best quarterback in the draft, why he the best quarterback the Texans gonna have going forward, the best quarterback we ever had, and he just gonna shock the world. CJ Stroud, Damian Pierce, Tank Dell, Robert Woods, Noah Brown, Dalton Schultz, Larry Tunsil about to come in there and knock the shit out of all the motherfuckers on their defensive line. They ain't got shit going on. We about to handle them, boys. This is the hype video. We about to be hyped. Let's get hyped. The Houston Texans win this game 29-24. And we take the goddamn game and we shock the league. And we taking over for the goddamn 2023. We coming in for you. We coming for your head, boy. What Deion say? We coming.
We coming, baby. That's right. Yeah, we ain't scared, baby. We coming. We taking over, man.
So, hey, you gotta get hyped for this Sunday, man. Houston Texans, like I say, gonna take over, win this game. I'm positive. I'm gonna stay positive. It feels too ominous that we, coming into this game, too many things going wrong for all for it to go right on Sunday. Other than that, y'all got any other comments, for the end of this, week of football for the Houston Texans?
Yeah, I do, man. I do. I think if we wouldn't have got injured, it would have been a blowout. If we would have had all them injuries, we'd have blown these boys out. And so now it's just gonna be a little bit closer game. We're gonna walk them down like them boxers walk niggas down. We're gonna walk them down. Second half, we're gonna be excited because we're gonna have a lead, and they're not gonna know what's going on. They're gonna be asking each other in the locker room, should we resort back to our old offense? Things not working, and they're gonna be looking for answers, and we are gonna be feeling good about ourselves, and we're gonna come out there, and Slowick is gonna walk that offense and control that clock, and I can see D'Amico Ryans doing his thing over there, getting these boys energized. He's calling the plays on defense, and I really think this is going to be something that shocks the entire NFL.
Mike ain't so optimistic, so we're going to pass on Mike.
Hey, if we're tied up or leading at halftime, the Ravens are going to be asking, hey, wait a minute. This isn't Lovey's defense anymore. This is D'Amico.
This is D'Amico, man. What do we need to do? They're going to try to resort back to their running ways. It's going to be too late.
Look, just a programming note. Y'all got the H-Town Rundown coming to y'all. This probably be on Saturday when y'all see it. But tune in on Sunday. We are, the H-Town Rundown is coming to PSF, the app, right now primarily on Apple. So y'all go ahead, all y'all Apple iPhone users, y'all go ahead and download that app. Tune in. The H-Town Rundown is coming in. Me and Vader are gonna be hosting. C. Roll is gonna be jumping in from time to time. I think we're doing a total of 6 or 7 games this year.
Right.
So be on the lookout for us on Sundays. I'm gonna post it in the link in the bottom in the comments. Y'all go ahead and download that app. Y'all come in and join us, support us. The H-Town Rundown, we coming in, moving on, doing bigger things, and trying to expand the brand. So y'all come and support us, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe this podcast. Tune in on Spotify as well. We got episodes posted there as well. So y'all go ahead and support the H-Town Rundown as always, man. And hit the notification bell as well so you won't miss anything.
Yes, sir.
This is another episode. Say any salutations, Mike G. Where we can find you,
Yeah, my Twitter handle is right there at _ Michael Gartman. And for anybody wondering, no, AD and I are not wearing the same shirt.
And we all got on gray shirts. We the gray shirts anyway. Chris, we can always find you where we always
Yeah,
can find
you can find me on Spaces, man, where I'm giving boys a hard time on there. I just want to thank everybody for watching us. Don't forget to hit like, man. It really helps us out. Don't forget to subscribe and don't forget to share, man. Later on in the year, we're also gonna be doing our ticket giveaways.
Yes.
That's right.
So stay tuned, man. We're growing. We got things that we're trying to get into. Thank you guys for joining us, man. And you guys have a blessed weekend. Get all them honeydews in before Sunday, man.
Hey.
You want to wake up. You want to have your pit going kind of early if you're at home. You want to have that pit going. You want to have them beers popping. A couple of them drinks already ready. You don't want to miss a snap. So that's what's up, man.
It's football season. We here. We made it through this
Yes,
long
sir.
and tenuous off season. Thank God for football. Thank God
Yes.
for the Houston Texans. Let's roll. Let's ride. Let's do what we got to do, and let's turn out for this season, man. This has been another episode of the H-Town Rundown. This is your boy AD coming in, and we'll see y'all on the next episode, man. Peace.
Roll Texans.
Good
Roll
stuff.
Texans.